Hi, you're watching Crafts at Home with Lisa. We've decided this afternoon we're going to make a couple of clay bowls with the Das clay, the air dry clay. Sat here with my 7-year-old daughter, and we're going to take it through and just watch and have some fun. So here's some Das clay we had. I opened it about 2 weeks ago. I've had it in a bag with a band wrapped around a thick, well, 2 thick napkins I put on there, and I sealed it shut as well with the sealing bit that comes actually with the dust clay on the packaging. So it's been sealed like that, and I can tell you it is all completely still soft. So I saw this on the internet. I was watching a gentleman and he told me what to do, and it has worked. So in order to keep everything nice and sort of moist, that is the way forward. So that's what we'll be doing with any clay we've got left over. So we'll just pop that up there for a minute. So we've both picked a tub. I'm going to use a cat bowl. My daughter's going to use a jar. And we're going to mould the clay around the outside. I'm going to roll it down, put it out, fold it up, and then let it go off. Once it's gone off, then we're going to knock them off, leave them on the side and let them dry. Okay. So you can draw on that first. Oh, this stuff's lovely and soft. Look, and that's been opened about 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2.5 weeks ago, something like that. That might not be enough. Hang on. I've got a little pot of water here, just in case I needed to soften it up any more, but I don't think we're going to need to. It's all good. Right, if you want to roll that bit out, if you think you can manage, it's a bit of a tough one. Try banging it down first. That's it. Knock it out with your fingers. I think that might be too much, to be honest, Evie.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
If it isn't, then we can split it in half for both of us.
No, that's alright. Mum's got some more over here.
You really are going to use all of that.
That's alright. We've got plenty of this. Sorry, excuse my dogs. They're Rottweilers and they're big and pushy.
And
cute.
we have a puppy.
Yeah, we have a puppy. So I'm just going to mess about with one. Are you managing that okay over there, or do you want a hand?
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, should we pick it up and move it over?
Yeah. Stuck to
Look
the
at
board.
that, that's cool. That's alright, because you can push it all out.
Yeah.
That's it. If you push it down first, you might find it a bit easier, but it will stick, so we'll have to... That's it. Clay doesn't stick like...
Real big clay.
Fimo clay would stick pretty... If you sort of give it a rolling out and a half, it would stick. But you'd have to use either talc or corn flour. But this does pretty good. You don't have to worry too much about it. I've got my cloth just to wipe your hands with. Otherwise, if you go to scratch your face, you end up with clay on everything. I'm sure it's good for your complexion, but what's it? Well done. So you don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick. So
it's about this size.
Yeah, it's a little bit too thick. I think at the moment. Do you want me to give it a bit of a rolling for you?
Yeah.
See if I can get it a bit flatter. So you've got to push on it. Look.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then that gives you a nice big. Because we're going to have to cut it.
Yeah. So basically, you put it like that, and then you put some on
Well,
like
aren't you
that.
a smarty pants? Is that going to be big enough?
Yeah. It
Yeah?
is. Yeah. And then you're going to actually
If you fold it,
that,
if you turn it over.
like that.
Careful, slowly. Look.
Put that like that.
Do you know what I like them? If you look at them on the internet, hang on. Let me show you. They stick out like this. And they flare out. Like that. And it sorts out your edges then. You don't have to worry too much about your edges. A little bit of fun time with my daughter. There we go.
So basically you cut it to there anywhere you want. If it wants to be tall, then you can.
And do it carefully. Always think safety when you're doing things like this.
Do
You
it
don't want
with
to
your
lose a
mum
finger.
and dad. If you're a child, do this with your mum and dad. Make sure you're safe and don't cut a finger.
Looks like you have to cut a skirt off. Well, mine's too thin.
Mhm.
Right, okay.
Very slowly.
No, you've got to leave that on there to dry now. To part dry anyway.
Okay.
And then once it's part dried,
Do it like that, like that.
once the outside's part dried, we'll take it off.
And then we close the lid on the knife in case anyone cuts themselves.
And chopped it in the other place a little bit lower than I should have done, but if you just gently push on it, it goes down. And then there's other places that it should have been a little bit higher. So let's have a look. So all the creases that I had in the edges, all I've done is just gently brushed them down, like so. Have you finished yours?
They're drying.
So you leave the edges as they are.
Yeah. Because
If you brush them,
I've
they go smooth, look.
literally just pushed them down.
So if you've got a crease, just gently rub your finger over it. Like I always say when I'm doing any clay work, take your time. If you take your time,
it will
work beautifully. If you rush and try and get things done,
it'll crack.
it won't crack, it just never looks like it should do. So now I'm going to just cut along this top so I can get it properly, completely straight now. So it'll be a nice edge. Do be careful with craft knives. My subscribers, they are sharp. Mine's not, it's so old. I think I've had it since I was 17. So I could do with a new one of those because it's so blunt, it's unbelievable. But it would probably still do a hefty sort of cut on your finger if you was caught sort of funny. So it's definitely something still to be careful of. So I want to get this edge nice at the top here because this is the first edge you're going to see. So I'm just going to keep
Going.
get rid of all the creases.
Keep on going.
Okay, so I'm happy with that. So now I can turn it back over. Now we've got a nice dip on the bottom. I don't know how these are going to come out, but we'll certainly have a look in a bit. Well, we'll let it go off. And then we'll have a little look. I must take this wedding ring off because it digs into everything I do. Very frustrating. Still, never mind, it is what it is. Okay, there's a little lump of clay there. Let's get rid of that little sucker. And I've got an air bubble under there. So, air bubbles, pop it, and see how the air just comes out, and then just rub it and it will go away, the little hole. Thank you. Oh, you got a terrible habit of leaving them without the lids on, and then I go and put my hand on them, so it's probably a good job that mine's millions of years old. Right, another one there, look. Little pop. And the air comes straight out. There you go, see. What she says. If you're done, you can go and shoot off if you want to.
No.
Okay.
It's nice being in a video that you've never been in.
There's a big one there, look.
Oh yeah.
That's the other side. And there.
Look, I have.
And there.
Does it look like I have any?
Oh, I don't know, you'd have to have a look.
Does it look like it?
It doesn't, to be fair.
There is something. I just popped a bubble by my finger.
That's good.
Good on.
Don't want them on there.
Because.
And like I said, just give them a rub and it goes away. I mean, this is by no means any professional level. We're just having a little bit of fun. And my dogs are trying to eat my husband. That's our puppy. He was 6 months old yesterday, Monday just gone. He's a little beast.
Monster beast.
He is a bit of a monster beast, isn't he?
Yes.
He's a Rottweiler, but he's in a very large German Rottweiler. His mother was from extraordinarily large stocks, and to begin with we didn't think he was really going to get much bigger than our other one. But he's going to get there. It's funny. 6 months old, he weighs 38 kilos.
And then when
So he's going to be a
he's
big boy.
older, boy dogs are bigger than girl dogs.
They are. He's a lot bigger than our other dog, Willow. Already at 6 months, he's sort of about the same sort of size, I'd say, a little bit bigger perhaps. But he's got a very strong will. He's got a terrible habit of having a tantrum if he has to do something he doesn't want to do.
And doesn't get his own way.
Just trying to think what I can roll against this and make it smooth. Or should we just leave it at that?
I think we should just leave it. But if we do that, it'll get rid of the bubbles as well on the sides. If you feel like there's any more bubbles.
I'm trying to get rid of the fingerprints actually. Ooh. Like the one I've just put in there.
And if you want to get rid of the fingerprints you've printed, that's okay. Just keep your hand at the top and then no fingerprints will be printed again.
Alright, Mrs. Smarty Pants, stop.
Make sure you shut the knife as well.
Oh, I've got this considerably bigger one side than the other.
Yes.
Oh, well, it's only a bit of fun.
Only a bit of fun? Only a bit of fun.
I don't want it lipping over too much, otherwise when it goes hard, I won't be able to get it off. I don't know, I'm going to get it off now. Whether I should put oil on there or what, I don't know. A lot of people don't bother, I've been watching.
Just a bit of fun.
Well, I'll probably use some Fimo clay or something like that and put some, or some other dust things if we make some little different things, and we're going to paint them and give them to somebody for their birthday. Hopefully they'll come out nice.
Yes.
Should do. Should be okay. Oops. Oops. Right, okay. I mean, I could sit and play with this for hours. I'm pretty sure that the clay wouldn't like that. It'd start to dry out. Be careful, Evie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think... Are you cutting yours round again, are you?
Because then it'll get rid of the nasty edges. Because then it'll be a small little bowl as I like it.
Oh, that's alright. If you get it for like as like a jewellery bowl or something like that.
Yeah. Then you can put all your jewellery in it.
Yes, but they're meant to be quite small. To be honest, it doesn't matter anyway.
You can put your necklaces in it.
I keep jogging and sticking my finger in it.
Mm.
And I end up with a hoof and great big finger mark in it.
Yes. If you want it to look the same, you can just smudge your finger up where the end is, so it goes a little bit bigger. If you want it a little bit big.
Okay, I think... Oh, I've got
So it's the same size.
Right, I think I'm going to upload this video, and then when it comes to taking them out of the bowls, I will add another one, which will be a part 2. So you can see what happens because we've put nothing under the dust clay, so getting it out might not be so easy.
No.
But you'll be able to experience that with us, and we'll be able to look at
getting it
what
out.
we did wrong. Or it could just turn out pretty good and we could end up with 2 really cool bowls.
And paint them.
Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.